Hello and welcome to Football Manager, where I take AC Milan on a Director of Football challenge. We are starting in the January transfer window, our second January transfer window, and there are a whole bunch of rumors flying around about our players. Tomori, Colombo, and Okafor all may leave the club. It's not up to us. We can't accept or reject the offers. We have to trust the board to do what's right for the club. Now, we still need to sell Salamakers and Charles de Ketelaere. They are making a whole bunch of noise at the club. They are unsettling a whole bunch of players, and we want them out of here. So hopefully we can see that this winter. Now, we also have some very big matches this episode. We are going to be playing Arsenal and Real Madrid in the Champions League. They are our last two games in the group stage of the Champions League, and we're already doing fantastic. I mean, we will be fine without it. We've already qualified for the round of 16. It's just a formality at this point, but they are still going to be very good indicators as to where we are amongst the best in Europe. And the first game that we're going to be playing today is against Fiorentina in the semifinals of the Super Cup. It's a trophy that we want to win. We only have to play 2 games, so, easy trophy. We deserve it from everything that we did last year, so we are crossing our fingers and we are going to do our best. But before we start that game, we do have some team news. All right, so it turns out Rafael Leao is unhappy because he wants a new contract. Now, he is already our highest paid player on the team, and he still has a lot of time left on his contract till 2028. So about 3 years. I guess it's not that much time. But before we go dish out more money, let's see if Mignon can resolve this issue. Mignon, just go ahead. Oh, he's satisfied. Let's see what happens. Surprise, surprise. He could not help. So we're not going to discuss this with Leao. We will let our technical director do it. And he already says that he suggests that we give him a new contract. So let's cross our fingers here and we'll click the button. There it is. Rafael Leao has signed a new contract. He will be here until 2029. He is here for probably the rest of his career. He's making 14 million euros a season plus a ton of bonuses, 72 million euros for his entire contract. And we are very excited for this. We get an optional contract extension. His appearance fee is absolutely nuts, 54K. Holy moly. The agent got 2.2 million alone. So yeah, Rafael Leao, he is getting his bag. And the Salamakers saga is over. Thank God, because it was quite awful. He is happy to stay at Milan. If we look here at the Dynamics tab, it has almost gone up to excellent. We just got to make sure we don't screw it up, and it will end up there again, and things are looking good as we enter into the second half of the season. And we've got some fantastic news. Fred Sasso has won the Italian Serie A Head Coach of the Year award for the second year in a row. Yes, that's right. 2 years in a row, we have won it, and our general manager is very excited for it. They are backing the head coach, and we couldn't be more thankful. There are more awards to be given out. Check it out. Teo Hernandez is named one of the World Players of the Year for the second year in a row as well. Very proud of him. He sits alongside Mbappe, Camavinga, Valverde, Diaz, Torres, Koundé. It's a very strange World 11. This is not who I would expect. Lewandowski sitting up on top here. But we also have another award. Pulisic gets named one of the players in North American Best 11. We're pretty surprised not to see Musa here, but he did get an award anyways. USA Young Player of the Year. We expect him to be getting more awards in the future because he is starting over Ruben Loftus-Cheek now. He's been great, and we expect him to continue doing great things for the club. It is the first day of the transfer window. It is the day of our Fiorentina match. in the Super Cup semifinals. And the board has come to us and said that they have increased the transfer budget to 62 million euros. Now, this is just after last episode where they increased the salary budget. We now have 12 million euros in the payroll and 60 million in the transfer budget. Now, we really hope that our directors, our chief scout, and our general manager all pull through and bring us in some players. Now, before we go and see what our transfer luck is going to be like, we've got a Super Cup semifinal to play against Fiorentina. And this is how we're lining up. We have a full squad, hardly any injuries, and these are the players that are in great form and are training very well. Pulisic was playing well, but Chukwueze is training better, so we've got to give him a start in this game to see how he does. We're going to be attacking, we're going to be pressing, we're going to go real intense against Fiorentina. Let's do it. All right, the match is beginning. We have been on incredible form, and I will fill you in on all those details after this match, but for now, we have to face Fiorentina. Let's do it. The kickoff begins. Fiorentina have a free kick. They put it in the box, and Benacer blocks it. I thought it was Mike Mignon, but it was Benacer. Oh, no. And Noah Okafor gets a potential knee injury. No, he has been absolutely fire for us lately. And, this is so upsetting. We wanted to see him perform really well, but this means Lorenzo Colombo has a chance to step up and show us what he's got. And they are working it up now. They've got a lot of men forward. It's Teo Hernandez, Rafael Leao. Finds Leao in the channel again. Can we put in a cross? He does, and the ball bounces around the front of the goalkeeper. It was a close chance, a good opportunity for Milan. And it looks like Tomori's down now. Oh, no. Milan just have too many players going down. Is he injured or do it? Oh, yes. A bruised knee? Oh, well, we'll see if he can see it through. Reinders again. And Reinders just gives away the ball. Absolutely no pressure on him whatsoever. And Fiorentina have a chance now. Fiorentina have a lot of men forward, and he breaks away past Tomori and scores. Oh, but VAR is going to intervene, and hopefully they just call it back. Just call it back. No, it's a goal. That was probably my mistake for not taking Tomori off. Oh, so instead of taking Tomori off, we're just not going to step up more. We're going to hold back a little bit here. Oh, rough way to start the game. Oh, but Kalulu just heads the ball directly to a Fiorentina player. Completely misses the tackle. Fiorentina get the ball in, and this is a very bad showing from Milan. And we just need to tell our players to calm down here. Everyone, just relax. It's okay. Leao's coming deep to try to defend. Oh, and Fiorentina break through Milan's line, but Mike Mignon with a big save. Holy moly. Fiorentina work it through the Milan midfield with ease. And we're going to have to try and get stuck in. We are doing a mid-block. We are inviting them into that space, but we expect our players to do better there. All right, we're starting the second half. We had to take off Rafael Leao. He had a knock earlier in the week, and he could only play for 45 minutes. But we do have Christian Pulisic in. Tomori, he works it around to Pulisic. He finds Teo in the middle. Oh, he finds his way in the box. He shoots. He scores. He puts it right through the goalkeeper's legs. What an amazing way to get back into this cup semi-final. Pulisic, Teo Hernandez, what a dynamic duo. We haven't used this very much in the past. Look at that. Pulisic brings the ball wide. Teo cuts into the middle. A perfect ball. This could be a very dangerous combination. Our players are quite tired. Colombo got a small knock. Tamori has a knock. Oh, they are making their way in the box. It's Enzola. Mike Mignon made a very important save. All right, it's Milan possession now. A lot of the players are really tired. Fiorentina's players are quite fresh still. So this is going to be a tough game if we have to go into overtime. But it's Chikwueze, and we don't have to go into overtime if Chikwueze keeps performing like that. Oh my God, what a beautiful goal. Yunus Musa to Chikwueze to the goal. Milan go from being 1-0 down to 2-1 up. Look at that line-splitting pass, and look at the shadows spawn out of nowhere. And Chikwueze scores a beautiful goal. Left foot coming from the right side. Oh, we love it. They switch to a 4-2-3-1, and we have to hold this lead. All right, we have changed our tactic to a very balanced one. We are trying to sit in and just hit on the counterattack. And Fiorentina work their way into the box, but Mike Mignon makes a good save. All right, we've made what I believe are going to be our final tactical adjustments, hopefully. And we have the ball again. It's Pulisic. It's Halseth. He just came on in the 80th minute. It's Colombo now. Oh, can he score? Teo Hernandez finds himself in the middle, but no, Colombo, instead of shooting, just gives it away. Chow, he's now in that halfback role in the midfield. And Kalulu brings the ball up. Oh, it's Chikwueze. He finds Colombo, and it's a goal! Yes! That all but solidifies our lead here in the Super Cup semifinals. It looks like we are going to be going to the finals. Oh, what a good day. I believe the finals are going to be in Saudi Arabia. Chikwueze had an excellent game. I am so happy that we looked at his training. We saw that he was doing well, and we put him on the field, and look what he has done. Fiorentina are out of this game. I was worried for a minute. We were a goal down, but look at where we've come from. Do we have time for one more? No need. The ref blows the whistle. 3-1. Scored 2 goals at the very end there. Chikwueze was our best performer, and we can understand why. Colombo with a good goal. Teo Hernandez also with a fantastic goal. An excellent game, and we are very happy to be going to the finals. We were all happy, but after the game, we find out that Noah Okafor will be out for 4 to 5 weeks. It is disappointing, but it does mean that he won't be leaving in the January transfer window because he won't pass any fitness exams. And it also means that we can experiment with what we discovered last game. We could maybe possibly just entertain the idea of putting Leao up here as a striker and Pulisic out here as a winger, and then Teo Hernandez as this inverted wing back on attack. That was pretty dangerous when they were doing this. If we pull him back as, or maybe we'll use him as, no, we'll try a deep lying playmaker here. Pull him back as the halfback and him as an inverted wing back on defense. He'll come back to form a back three. These two will come into the midfield here. Teo Hernandez will sprint into the middle. Pulisic will pull everybody wide. Leao will be making runs in and out of this against their back line here. And Chikwueze will be coming in off the wing and hitting it with his left foot. This could be a very interesting way to go about this part of the season without Noah Okafor. Although on the other hand, Colombo, he could just step in and play and just fill in as a perfect replacement for Okafor, but Okafor has scored 8 goals. And Colombo has been inconsistent. We can always use De Ketelaere in there too if he doesn't leave soon. So we have some options to think about. So, I had played some games before we had gotten to that Fiorentina match. and we've made some incredible progress. We are winter champions, sitting on top of the table after 18 games with 47 points, Napoli with 39 behind us, and Juventus and Inter with 37, 10 points behind us halfway through the season. And in the Champions League, we have already qualified for the round of 16 with 18 points. We're sitting on top, and we haven't even played Arsenal and Real Madrid yet. So how did we get here? Well, we had these 4 games. We left off on the Juventus game, and when we ended on this 4th game, we had 5 clean sheets in a row. Mike Mignon is world-class after he came back from his injury. He had a shaky game or two in the beginning, but he has come back with a vengeance. He did let a goal slip through in this semifinal game, but he has been nearly unstoppable. Now, Rafael Leao has done excellent in those 4 games. He scored 4 goals in 4 games. Not in every game. He scored 2 goals in one of those. I can't remember. But he has been fantastic. He has scored 14 goals so far this season. Last season, he scored 19. So we expect him to overcome his all-time record here for a single season at AC Milan. And we are very excited for him. 2 of our new signings, Halseth and Gonçalves, have done very good in these 4 games. They got some opportunities. Halseth got an assist in this 1-0 win against Cagliari, and Gonçalves scored a goal when he came off the bench against Suditrol. I don't know how to pronounce that team's name. And Pulisic also got 3 assists this game. He got the hat trick of assists. He assisted Okafor, Leao, and Leao again. Oh yeah, Leao got a brace in this game. But didn't get man of the match because Pulisic just couldn't stop being a creative genius. And then it was Reinders who got the hat trick against Hellas Verona. Of all people, he got a 9.7, a hat trick. Pulisic assisted one of those goals. Reinders, he was given the penalty. It was supposed to go to Leao, but he gave it to Reinders so he could try for the hat trick, and he got it. So we are sitting on top of our tables by quite a lot. Very happy. We hardly have any injuries, knock on wood, and we have basically a war chest at our disposal and a few players to sell even to bring in some more money into our coffers. We could have a very, very exciting end of this season. We just got word of a transfer deal that Jeffrey Moncada has put a offer in for. 1.3 million for Baleste. He's a 16-year-old Spanish wonder kid. Plays the number 10 role. He can play in the midfield or out on the right wing. And his attributes look very good for a 16-year-old. He looks very intelligent, decent technique, and I mean fantastic technique for a 16-year-old. And this would be a fantastic signing, a masterclass signing by our board. And fantastic news, Baleste has joined the club, and he is an absolute tank of a wonder kid. Look at this. Look at the intelligence on this player. Look at all those stars. He's already worth over 10 million euros. I can't wait to get him out on the field. He's only 16 years old. He went to the U18, but he will get his opportunity in the first team. I almost just want to bring him on the first team right now. But there's not a whole lot of room for him. We'll let him play for a single year down at the U18, I think. I still have to think about what we're going to do with this player. And an awesome little piece of news. Matteo Gabbia has some interest out for him, and the technical director decided to give him a contract. He signed one for 1.78 million euros. He will be here for 3 years at least till he's 28 years old. He's not the best. He's not the worst. He's a homegrown player, and he's Italian, so he fills up a squad registration spot very well, and he works as a good backup. Torino has beaten Atalanta in the Super Cup semifinal, so we will play them in the final. And it's coming up in just a couple days. So that will be our next match, and it will be a cracker. All right, my assistant coach suggested that we hold a team meeting before the cup final. Let's give the boys some encouraging words. I know how special cup finals are, so enjoy the occasion, drink it in, and do everything you can to make it a memorable day. And oh, the boys are ready. They are ready for this final. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. And here we are. This is our lineup. We are trying our little idea with Pulisic and Chukwueze in at the same time, with Teo Hernandez being an inverted wingback coming up through the middle. Reinders playing as his deep-lying playmaker, and we brought in Loftus-Cheek because Benacer is quite tired. He will form a back three with these folks here, and Calabria will be playing as an inverted wingback and playing up in here with Reinders. Musa will be making his way into the box along with Chukwueze. We are playing a fast attacking style, lots of pressing, because our opposition here is fielding some tired players and some unfit players. I think we're going to do just fine here. We've done well against Torino in the past. We have lost against them once, but for the most part, we have a great record, and we are we're going to take the match to them. All right, here we go. It's Milan versus Torino. I think we're going to do just fine here. It's for the Super Cup final. Milan start the game off, and here we go. All right, this is our first highlight, 30 minutes into the game. We've had like 70% possession, and we are finally, we are making our way into the box. It's Pulisic. Wow. It's a very weird match to be watching. We just sat there. We didn't have a shot on target until this shot, I believe. I think this is our first shot on target. We've had one shot before this. Pulisic comes in. He makes his way around the box from that left wing position. We don't have Rafael Leao, but it's all right because we have Christian Pulisic. All right, we've changed nothing. We've played pretty well. We haven't gotten a lot of shots, but our possession is through the roof. So we're going to try to keep that up and get a few more shots on target. I think we'll be just fine. We'll probably slow down the game a little bit once we score, and that was a close one. Let's see. Have they done anything to try to disrupt our possession here? Doesn't look like they're pressing too much harder or anything, and we have the players to deal with it. Reinders with a beautiful pass to Colombo into the channel. Colombo finds Chukwueze, finds Musa. We're working it around the box. Teo Hernandez finds himself in the middle, but couldn't do anything with that. We like to see him there, though. All right. Oh, goodness me. Torino are on a break, and Pellegrini almost hurt his former club. That's right. He was on Milan some years ago. 2 years ago. All right, it's Milan with the ball again. We've gotten quite a few shots off now. It looks like the Torino is getting a bit tired, so we're able to... Yunus Musa almost scored a very beautiful goal there. It's Rodriguez now with the corner. Oh, okay, thank goodness. Oh, he still has the ball, though. Can Milan break away on a counter from this? Oh, no, it's Pellegrini. Oh, Mike Mignon with another amazing save. He has been world-class for us. All right, we've brought a few more players on. Tomori and Leao for the last 5 minutes of the game here. Torino with another corner, though. I don't know how they keep getting all these corners, but it looks like we've survived again. But, they've got the ball right on the top of the box. Mike Mignon holds it well. Whew. Torino with the ball again. It's highlights galore for them in the dying minutes of this game. We're still 1-0 up. We are holding on to this lead by dear life. They've worked it out wide. It's Bellanova. Also used to be a Milan player. That's why we keep getting all these corners, I suspect. Puts it up. Oh, the goalkeeper is in the box. They've got everybody forward. And Mike Mignon with a big save. Oh my fucking word. What was that? It's Rodriguez, an old Milan player as well. This is pathetic. All right, pretty mad. We've made some tactical adjustments now. We're going to be playing a bit more aggressively at the end of this game. We have no more substitutes. We'll get one more if we have to go into extra time, but I want to avoid that at all costs because our play... What is that? Loftus-Cheek, who are you passing it to? There's no one there. We're just giving away the ball willy-nilly now. Very good. Very good. Good job, guys. Calabria just can't keep up with Rodriguez for some reason. What the fuck? What is that? No. How could we just let this through so easily? Mike Mignon, what is that? Mike Mignon. Look at this. Torino has the ball again. It's all because Loftus-Cheek lost that ball in the midfield, just giving it away. Oh, come on, Pobega. Pulisic with the ball. It's Chukwueze. Finds Rafael Leao. Oh, he still has the ball. And can he score here? He does, yes! Oh, thank goodness. Holy crap, what a final. All right, we've got to change our tactics up here a bit. All right, it is going to extra time. A lot of our team is pretty fresh, though. Chukwueze and Pulisic aren't, but they'll be fine. They'll be okay. All right, Benacer is going to put in the free kick. Can he find a head? And, oh, it's Pulisic. He still has the ball. He finds Rafael Leao. Oh, man, but he couldn't make a move out. It's Festi. Oh, can he find somebody making a run here? Oh, he takes a shot. Ooh, and it was close. All right, Milan with another free kick here. Couldn't find a head, but we did find Chukwueze. Can he put a good ball in? It's Benacer. He is left-footed. He's coming into the box. Can he put in a cross? Oh, no. He wasn't brave enough. It's Tomori, though. Can he find someone? He puts in the cross. It's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He's got a good header on him. It's Pulisic, and he finds himself a corner kick. And the second half of extra time has started. Can we get a goal, or are we going to have to go to penalties for yet another final? We had to do it last season. We could do it again this season. Our wingers are too tired. Torino try to work it on down, but Gabbia gets the ball. It was masterclass defending, really. Chukwueze, it's Loftus-Cheek. Oh, he finds Pobega. Oh, I think Rafael Leao's offsides here, but can he put it in? He does put it in! Oh, yes, the referee's saying he's offsides. I don't think he's going to get this. We'd be very lucky if we did. Yes, goal disallowed. Milan putting some pressure, forcing them to play it long. And Milan have recovered the ball. They're trying to launch a counterattack. They find Festi. Oh, Pulisic couldn't hold on to the ball, though. And now Torino are on for the counterattack. It's a very back-and-forth game. Everybody is exhausted. And Tomori gives away a silly penalty. Oh, my goodness. Can Mike Mignon step up? The Panenka. Pathetic. All-out attack. Milan with a free kick just outside the box. It's Tomori. We can still off this Chico. What are we going to have to do to win this game? Benacer. It's Pulisic. Rafael Leao, who just gives the ball away. Why? It's Milan with a counterattack, but we all know Pulisic is exhausted. Can he get a pass off here before he loses the ball? Nope. Gonna launch the counter. Decides to just go out wide. And Festi just kicks the ball out of play. Pathetic. We didn't deserve to win that. God damn it. If we look at Calabria's match performance here, he got a 6.3. He's our captain. He stayed in the whole game, and he did absolutely awful. So we have to talk to the player here, warn him, criticize the last game, and say, hey, you were not good enough last game. It was a defensive blunder. Calabria, you failed, and you deserve to be called out. Not only him, but Loftus-Cheek as well. He had a 6.0. Before we entered extra time, he had like a 6.7. He was doing absolutely fine, and he gave away the ball for one of the goals when we really needed him to play well. We're going to criticize him as well. Your passing was not good enough. It did increase his morale a bit, but that was a very pathetic showing from our team. Very disappointed in that. And not good. And would you look at that? Tijani Reinders gets a new contract. I didn't even know that they were offering him one. I just got this news that he's now on 6.8 million euros a season wage, but he's quite good. He's done really well for us. He's gotten better throughout the season. 6 goals, 4 assists this season. I think that's already better than what he did last season. 8 goals and 3 assists. So, yep, he has already gotten more assists. He'll get more goals this season. A very, very good player. Lots of really great traits. And we love to see it. The teamwork, the work rate, just absolutely phenomenal. Got great vision, pretty decent passing. We're very happy to see his improvement. And check this out. I don't normally go over transfer news about youth players, but Becker here is pretty darn good. He might not be the smartest, but he doesn't need to be in his position. Everything that he needs to be good at, he is pretty decent at. For 19 years old, yeah, he could be a very good backup left back. He's a model citizen, which is always good to see, and he'll fit right in with the club. Chow will make him feel welcome. He's also German. So yeah, this is pretty decent, and we're getting him for, absolutely no money. We put in a bid for 50K. It might go up to 180K, which is just, it's nothing. It's great. We could probably sell him for a profit in the future, and it will take a little pressure off Ebasele to perform in that left back role when Teo Hernandez is not there. So yeah, that's something good to be looking forward to. And Becker is here, and he's not great. He's C-. From our general manager here. Just 1.5 stars. He probably won't even get to 3. Maybe it's because of his intelligence, because his attributes really aren't that bad. And I think we'll be able to resell him, hopefully, in the future. Maybe for, just even a few million euros is better than nothing. It's a decent investment. He's not making that much money. We could easily make a profit off a player like this. All right, so bad news. Rade Krunic has decided to just leave at the end of his contract. We almost got 24 million euros for him, in the summer? And he decided to stay. He's played pretty much no matches. He's got subbed in a couple times. And instead of leaving, we were going to try to sell him at like 12 million. Our scouts suggested that we sell him at half price. And we're not even going to get that. So, we have plenty of money, but it still would have been nice to get some money for Krunic before he just left for free. And some good news. Lorenzo Colombo has agreed to a new contract. There is some speculation around whether or not he will be leaving, but with a new contract, I don't think so. He was quite upset that he was still on his youth player wages. Now he is making about almost 3 million euros a season. He's promised a squad player status, which is good because that's what we've been using him as. But he does want to become a regular starter. So if the club doesn't get a striker in for us, then he might be starting there a lot more in the future, depending on how well he does. All right, we are coming up to the Napoli match, but I've played 2 since then, and we have scored 8 goals. 4 against Cremonese, 4 against Parma. They were blowouts. Parma was actually a little close, but we won. All good. For the Cremonese game, we had an awesome turnout by Teo Hernandez, who scored, I believe, his 7th goal of the season. Yep, 7th goal. He's got 10 assists. I think he's doing better than he was last year already. He got an assist in the very first minute. It was 20 seconds in. Rafael Leao gets a brace. 2 goals. He did fantastic. We gave him the penalty instead of Teo so he can keep racking up his goals. He's got 17 goals and 4 assists so far this season. He's 2 off of where he was last year, 19 and 10 assists. So very happy to see him doing well. Played as a striker. We played this front three that we've been playing around with. It was fantastic. Chow scores his 5th goal of the season. He is just insane. He scored 10 goals for AC Milan so far in 62 games, scoring like a striker. And then in our Parma match, in the Italian third cup, or the Coppa Italia third round, I mean to say, we played a lot of youth players. We played some of our U18 players, Magni, Baleste, and Pizzeri are all in the U18s, I do believe. Romero and Gonçalves get a start. Halseth has an awesome game. Let's see, he gets an assist and a goal in quick succession. Romero gets his goal. Gonçalves gets a goal. It was a very good showing from all of these players. They did come back and score a couple goals at the end, and then we had an injury at the end. Gonçalves is fine. It was just a minor injury, but we were down to 10 men, but we pulled through. We pulled through. And now we are getting ready for the Napoli match. And if we look at our previous meetings, we haven't lost against them yet, but AC Milan has caused us a whole lot of trouble. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, and I think we will be just fine in our 4-3-3 here. We don't have any major injuries besides Okafor, but we've got Pulisic, Leao, and Chukwueze starting up top for us. We could be using Colombo, but these guys are in great form. You got to play the people who are in good form. So they are going to play. Becker is going to come in for the injured Ebusele. He did get a little knock, but he is okay. He's just fine. And yeah, let's get into the game. All right, Napoli have been in amazing form. They're in second. They are a game ahead of us, but if we lose this, they will be awfully close to us. They might even jump us. I can't remember what the table looks like. We did move a few things around, Reinders and Musa. We just kind of changed the roles of the players a little bit. Let's see. If they were to win tonight, they wouldn't pop over us, but they would be awfully close, and we do not want that. All right, and Napoli are making their way down the field already, but Teo Hernandez steals the ball high up the field, and he's making his way down with a counterattack. Can he find Leao in the middle? Can he find anyone in the middle? It goes out for a corner. Good battle. Good battle. All right, it's Christian Pulisic with the corner. What can he do with it? He puts it in, and we just foul somebody. Tomori commits a foul. All right, now Napoli have a corner kick. It's Politano. And, ooh, it just hits the post. Luckily, I think Mike Mignon would have had it. Milan moving the ball very quickly now. Pulisic. Reinders, he finds Leao with a beautiful run. Ooh, and that was close. We like to see Leao in the striker position. He's making a lot of good runs. He seems very dangerous. It's Teo Hernandez now. He's having a hard time making his way down that left-hand side. It's Benacer. It's Musa. Reinders. Leao with a beautiful run. Ooh. He could have scored that. Musa finds his way up. He gets his way into the box. Can he find a good cross in? He finds Chukwueze instead. Can he? It is Napoli with the ball again. It's the top of the box. Ooh. Rafael Leao recovers the ball. Can he launch a counterattack? It's Teo. And what a Teo has not been playing well. No, it's AC Milan. He's one-on-one with Mignon. And I hate AC Milan. I can't stand him. I cannot stand him. All right, we've roused the crowd with a decent halftime talk. We're hoping that they can actually do something in this half. Can we make something of it? Teo Hernandez puts in a dangerous ball, finds Reinders, finds Chukwueze, who gets into the box, and oh my goodness, I don't know what happened there, but it's 1-1. AC Milan. Oh, that makes me feel a little better. I was getting a little grumpy, a little grouchy. Let's check out what actually happened. It all starts with Reinders' good win here. Chukwueze makes his way into the box, loses the ball. It hits off. Whose face is that? Osti guards. And Chukwueze makes the most of that situation. All right, it's Milan with the ball again. Napoli are getting tired. They are not quite as fit as we are, and we are putting a lot of pressure on them. It's Rafael Leao now. He hasn't been playing well, and he's still not doing great. Oh, it's Napoli with a free kick deep into the second half, and they fucking score. We had a ton of opportunities that we should have done better with. We got no one to blame but the players themselves. 16 shots, yeah, 4 on target. It's pathetic. 2.37 XG. Oh, look at that, Colombo. While I'm bitching, Colombo gets a goal. We brought him in for Rafael Leao because he was playing an absolute shit game. Luca Romero came in for Pulisic as well. They got too complacent, and Colombo did an awesome job there. All right, looks like it's just going to end 2-2. Oh, we got a free kick deep in the half. Oh, my God, Theo Hernandez. Oh. A beautiful goal. Holy crap. All right, we got to make some tactical adjustments before the replay. Holy crap, we got to go balanced. All right, we brought so many of our players back. We are going to try and hold this lead. What a beautiful free kick from Theo Hernandez. Oh my God, he saved the game. He has been an absolutely crucial player. He might even become our captain next season. Calabria, I think his time has run out, especially if we get a better center back. We can play Kalulu at right back. Wow. And the game's not over. Holy shit. We're a minute and a half over extra time, and they almost score again. Osimhen was right there. Oh. They have their goalkeeper all the way up here. They still have the ball. It's Mike Mignon. Yes, he gathers it. Oh, my God. Their goalkeeper just flies down the field. Oh, that was a stressful game. But we won 2-3. Holy shit. Theo Hernandez with the best performer again. He's been just on fire this season. So Chukwueze just put in a fantastic performance, and he has come to us saying that he wants a new contract. Now, last season, he got 10 goals and 2 assists. This season, he's at 6 goals and 7 assists. I think he's going to do better this season if he doesn't slow down at all. And I don't see any sign that he will. Now, we can't negotiate this, obviously, so we will ask our technical director to do so for us, to continue. And he has agreed to give him a new contract. Good. Now we just have to wait and see how it all turns out. And look at this. Halseth, our 18-year-old wonder kid from Norway, has just signed a new deal for 2.9 million euros. That's a lot of money. He was promised to be a regular starter, which is not what we had planned. But he is worth a shitload of money. Holy crap. He's doing well. He's progressing. His attributes aren't all going into the green or anything, but he's training well, and we are happy to see it. He's got 2 goals, 4 assists. Been just doing great this season. We've given him lots of opportunities, and he has done well to impress. And Chukwueze gets his contract, 7.5 million euros. He'll be here for a solid 4 years. He deserves it. He's done very well this season. He's already contributed to more goals so far this season than he did last, and we're only halfway through. Plenty of season to go. I think he is going to be a fantastic player for us, and we are very happy to have Leao, Pulisic, and Chukwueze all locked down for the long term. I think we will continue to do very well with them. All right, it's time for us to take on Arsenal in the Champions League. Now we have had to make some changes. Theo Hernandez, Benacer, Chukwueze, and Leao are absolutely exhausted. Musa as well. So they needed to come off, and we have some good players here. Romero, Abusele. They're young. They don't have a ton of experience, but they are going to have to step it up. Now, we're not too worried about the Champions League anyways. We have already qualified for the round of 16. We are focusing on the league. We want to make sure our players are fresh for this Torino game because Torino gave us some problems last time we played them. And we don't want to lose to them. You know, we want to keep going strong in the league and, put ourselves in the best position as possible. So here we go. I am so sorry. I didn't record the entire Arsenal match. I had some issues with my video capturing program, and I did not realize it until after the match. We lost, and we got FM'd quite badly. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but they got a whole 3 shots. Their third shot was the goal. We had 17 shots, 6 on target, 2 XG, 15 corners. We didn't have a lot of possession, but I mean, we absolutely crushed them. Colombo with a 6.2, an absolute flop. He scored 8 goals this season. He's been scoring here and there, but he does not show up when it's important. He's not a great player. He hasn't been amazing for us. I can't think of an important goal that he's scored. But Pulisic didn't do great. Chukwueze comes on and gets man of the match with a 7.6. Abusele does all right. Our whole back four just is shit the entire game. Pobega doesn't do well. We dominated them. We had way more XG, and we just looked far more dangerous than they did, but we just couldn't pull the win together. And some disappointing news. Yunus Musa will be out for 2 to 4 weeks, which means he will miss the Real Madrid match. It is a shame, but we do have good backup just in case. So it's not the end of the world. We will leave to the physio, and we will await his return. All right, it's the day of the Real Madrid match. And we did play Torino in between. We beat them 2-1, pretty cut and dry match. We had 2.4 XG. We scored 2 goals. We absolutely dominated. Leao, he scored a goal. Chukwueze, he also scored. We had most of our starters out there because we want to make sure we do very well in the league, especially while we have momentum. We are sitting in first. We still have a game in hand. We are controlling the league. Unless we go through a terrible dip, then I believe the league is already pretty set in our hands. I mean, it's possible if we lose against Inter, Juventus, it could come back to haunt us. And here is our tactic. We are playing with a very loaded team. We are kind of tired, but we're in decent shape. We're going to be passing it into space. We're going to keep a balanced mentality. We're going to high press, but we're going to be careful on how often we trigger it, and we're going to be stepping up. Their striker isn't terribly fast. He is quite tall, but I think we can do it quite well. We're going to hold the back 3 here with Kalulu. Benacer is going to step up here, try to collect any balls on the counter attack. Teo Hernandez is going to be inverting into the middle, Pulisic pulling wide along with Chukwueze, and then Leao looking to run into the channels there. So we hope we'll do well. If we look at Real Madrid, they've got a very good squad. Camavinga, Bellingham, Tchouameni. It's going to be a very dangerous midfield. Vinicius Jr. and Valverde, terrifying. So we are going to do our very best against Real Madrid. There it is, the Champions League music. Oh, it sounds as good as ever. We're playing a very tough team. The odds are stacked against us. Although I did see that we were voted to be the most likely winner by like 2%. Maybe it's just because of our form, but last game we played Arsenal. They were at the top of the Premier League. Today we play Real Madrid. They are at the top of La Liga, and we are at the top of the Serie A. It's been a good couple weeks for football. It's time for us to test our might. All right, Real Madrid are working their way around early in the game here, but Benacer makes a crucial tackle. Pulisic's got the ball now. He goes out wide. Can he find Rafael Leao? He does. Ruben Loftus-Cheek now. Oh, he gives it to Halseth, and he scores. He scores his 3rd goal for the club in the Champions League against Real Madrid. This 18-year-old Norwegian is fantastic. Our chief scout has done a great job at searching this player out. Look at this beautiful goal. He makes a beautiful run, a beautiful shot, beats Courtois. Oh, that was fantastic. AC Milan 1, Real Madrid 0. All right, so there's been no highlights, except there's been a bunch of injuries. We just had an injury. We had two. They had an injury. I don't know what just happened, but everything happened in the last 2 minutes. And we had 2 extra minutes in the extra time for the first half. It was very confusing, but both Pulisic and Tomori are looking worse for wear, and Valverde had to come off injured. So that was very strange. Not a lot of action. We've hardly had any possession. We've had more shots, though, so hopefully the second half is a bit more exciting. All right, we're starting the second half here. We had to take off Pulisic and Tomori, but we've got Calabria, and we moved Kalulu out to into the middle. We moved Raffaele out to the wing and Colombo into the striker position. And let's see what we can do. All right, Real Madrid have the ball now. First time we've seen them do anything in this game so far. And, oh, it's very dangerous. We don't like it. Oh, good. Thank goodness. All right. Real Madrid have the ball. Their players are still in really good shape, and ours are not. And I don't know how they're doing that. We're not being too intense with our tactics or anything. But we're going to bring in some subs. All right, we brought some reinforcements into the midfield. Reinders and Pobega. Get some fresh legs out there. We relaxed the tactics just a bit, slowed it down, and tried to prevent some counterattacks from hurting us by keeping a lot of players back in good position. That wasn't very good. We didn't like to see that. And now Real Madrid are on a counterattack. It's Vinicius Jr. He puts it in, and we are safe. Thank goodness. We brought Gabbia on because Kalulu was just having a poor game, and we wanted to make sure that we held this lead. Although Gabby hasn't been doing very good either, come to think of it, in the past games. But here comes Vinicius Jr. He's trying to make his way up. And Mike Mignon collects again. Perhaps Milan with one last play here. They're working it around. Real Madrid are trying to press them off the ball very aggressively. We've instructed them to slow down the tempo, to keep it nice and slow. In fact, we will make sure that they waste some time too. And Chow just gives the ball away very terribly. And that's got to be offsides. Free kick is given, yep. Just got to wait it out here the last few seconds. Why are we over 30 seconds? Why are we 30 seconds over extra time? Come on, blow the whistle, ref. Anytime now. We did it. Not a very exciting match, but we did beat Real Madrid, which means that our team is at the caliber where we could go all the way in this competition. We didn't play bad against Arsenal. We have dominated the league. I think if we have a good draw, we could win the Champions League this year. This is how we have finished this episode in the standings. Real Madrid was our last game that we played here. We're sitting first in the league with a game in hand. It feels very good. We have two games less than Inter. Chelsea did sneak ahead of us in the Champions League. We almost topped the group, which is very, very impressive, but instead we are in second, right up there with all the English teams, Chelsea, Man U, and Arsenal. All right, it is transfer deadline day, and we still have plenty of money in the transfer budget. Now, I did make a slight adjustments in the responsibilities here. Before, I had our chief scout making the offers on players, but I have since changed it to our general manager, Diotavio, because if we look here at our scouting, he's the one that handles the scouting meetings for us. He decides who we scout, and he is going to decide who it is that we try and bring into the club. At least for the first team, we do have our Jeffrey Moncada trying to bring in players for the U20 team. So he's not totally not, bringing players in, just not for the first team. Seems a bit more realistic. Then we have the managing director finalizing the deals. I think we probably should have done this from the beginning, but we didn't have a general manager in the beginning. So we'll see how this changes things, if it changes things at all. Oh my God. I didn't think anything was going to happen. It doesn't look like we're going to be bringing in any players, but check this out. De Ketelaere might be leaving, going to Atalanta or Inter on loan. We'll be getting paid big money for the loan too, which would be fantastic. Hopefully it goes to Inter because he's paying the wages too. De Ketelaere has hardly seen the field. He's gotten 4 starts, 4 substitute appearances, 4 goals, but 3 of those were a hat trick against one opponent, which is very impressive and all, but he hasn't done anything else besides that. We are excited to get him out of the squad because he's been making them unhappy. Hopefully Salamakers will leave in the next 3 hours too. And look at that. He is moving to Inter on loan. He didn't want to go back to Atalanta where he played before. He wants to make a statement and go to our rivals. Pretty crazy stuff. But we did get his wages off the books, and they are paying us quite a lot of money for his loan. We appreciate it. And that's it. De Ketelaere left. Salamakers is still stuck at the club, even though there were some rumors for his departure. There still are. Aston Villa never put in a bid. But no big changes to the club. We really could have used a center back, but the club said, no, we don't need any, which is insane to me. It looks like we do have the 3rd highest payroll, so we probably could bump that up. If we look at our finances and we look at the projection here, our profit for this season is going to be about 71 million euros, which means we could increase the payroll by quite a bit here. We could overtake Inter with just 12 million or 13 million euros, which is plenty fine. If we look at our finances here, our payrolls actually, the budget is 175 million euros, which would be higher than Inter's. Which makes sense too, because we need to make sure that we are paying our players, our best players, the money that they need. And even though we haven't been buying any players, that is what they've been doing. They've been making sure to give our good players good contracts. And I think the next big one is Teo Hernandez. We really hope that he gets a contract soon. Mike Mignon, yeah, he's another one. Those 2 players really need new contracts to solidify our team. Well, that was a very boring transfer window. A good episode, good games, very emotional, very impactful, some highs and some lows. But yeah, the transfer window was very boring. We had the money, we had the means, we even had the need. We still need a center back very badly, but our club just said, nah. Charles de Ketelaere is gone now, although he is playing for our bitter rivals, and we didn't sell him. We just loaned him out. We are getting some good money for it, but still we would have liked, that 30 to 60 million, whatever we could get for him. There were a lot of good deals that came in for him in the summer, and we didn't take it, and it's kind of rough. Maybe he'll play well at Inter, and he will show the world that he is worth more than, they're offering. But the real issue is Alexis Salamakers still at the club. He made a lot of noise before, and I'm afraid he's going to do that again. We did have some offers. The club just outright rejected them because they weren't strong enough, and I don't know if they are going to be regretting that in the future. Hopefully we won't have to deal with that mess. And next episode, I think I will probably skip over the whole month of February, including that Torino match, and get us back going when we start the Champions League knockout rounds, which will happen in March. And then we can get through the season pretty quickly, maybe do 2 more episodes for this season and start another transfer window to see how the club evolves. Thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again in the next episode. Thanks again.